Maple Mountain holds Spanish Fort.
Wrestling for Maple Mountain High School. Tanner Cox.
The first match of the year for both schools. This is high school wrestling on Spanish Fort 17.
Next.
Welcome. My name is Steve.
At 126 pounds, Alec Carson.
On my left is Harold Willis.
4'8".
Color. And for the starting lineup,
At 132 pounds,
we're going to start
wrestling for Maple Mountain,
106.
Brandon Van Tassel.
106 pounds.
And 132 pounds for Spanish Fort, Jordan Olsen.
Spanish Fort. At 113.
At 138 pounds, Ryan Hansen, Maple Mountain.
120.
And 138 pounds for Spanish Fort, Mason College. 145 pounds for Maple Mountain, Cameron Killian. 145 for Spanish Fort, Preston Oswald. At 152 pounds, Caleb Walker. She's 4 foot for Maple Mountain. At 160 pounds, Gavin McLean, Maple Mountain.
138
And Dylan Slipper, Spanish Fort.
College. And
At
145.
170 pounds, Wyatt Devlin, Maple Mountain. And 170 pounds for Spanish Fort, Brady Gordon.
Tyson
At 182 pounds for Maple Mountain, Corey Rodriguez. And for Spanish Fort, Austin Sutton. At 195 pounds for Maple Mountain, Gordon Timmo.
Against Dylan.
And 195 pounds for Spanish Fort, Heber Shepherd. 220 pounds for Maple Mountain, Chris Henner. 220 pounds for Spanish Fort, Jace Lita. 285 pounds for Maple Mountain, Jay Biesinger. 285 pounds for Spanish Fort, John Wood.
Maple Mountain at 120 is Chris Hart, and he will face Jason Silva.
We will now have the captains to the center of the match with coin toss. The coin toss determines which team gets to choose the honor even matches as far as choice of top-down, neutral, or deferred. To work into the strategy of the match.
Maple Mountain is in maroon and gold, and Spanish Park in their traditional red and gray. We're just about ready to start here. They just did the coin flip.
We will be starting at 145 pounds. Also during the match, we want to encourage you to go and get concessions for drinks. There's now over there at 145 pounds for Spanish Fort, President Oswell. And for Maple Mountain, Cameron Killian.
Eagle on it, that's Maple Mountain. So far, there's the first.
Killian with a nice backhand for a takedown of 2 points. Immediately going into the ride.
Tanner Cox.
LAD did a duck under. It is. He's going to get near 12 points for that.
Killian with the tail over, trying to get some points for back points. You see the rest start to count. He needs at least a 2 count to get any points.
So he's going to get
2 count will get him 3 points. A 5 count will get him 5 points. Okay, he received 2 points for that series.
2 points for the takedown and 2 points for the near fall. Maple Mountain wrestler at 1 point. Tanner Cox is definitely with the
And we have some more back points being counted out.
points again.
You didn't know they were 4-5.
2 points near fall from Killian.
6-0 lead for Cox over Anderson.
Killian trying another pin combination.
Back with the foul. And quickly back.
Like I said, on the back of the score sheet is the referee handshake to help you understand the calls that the ref is trying to make.
So far, just dancing around on the mat.
Got a lot of action on the edge of the mat. Playing trying to go around on the takedown.
Dan Castle got that ankle for a second.
And they're out of bounds on the boundary line. No point scored.
Give him a takedown, and he got off the mat before he got on top.
Well, not only that, he didn't get full control.
McLean shoots in for a single leg. And is able to convert it for 2 points takedown.
Dan Castle, Maple Mountain, with a 14 lead at 12-0.
He's got to train a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And on his back, the Canada.
That's a great one.
And that is the cradle of the second win. 2-6 wins to an early lead. With Maple Mountain 2-13 again. And
For Spanish Fork, 107 pounds, Brayden Horton. And for Maple Mountain, Wyatt Devlin.
this is a 1-7.
Horton attempts a shot early in the round.
But Wyatt Devlin for
The team score is now 18 for Maple Mountain, 0 for Spanish Fork, based on the earlier 3 wins. But it's early in the duel, and Spanish Fork can make those points up easily.
18 nothing is the team score. Adjust what we can say as far as the names.
Because of the forfeit rule, they started in the lineup, so they don't always start at the top. Minus weight because of the rules with the weight.
Takedown, 2 points for Spanish Fork.
Well, there's a great headline like Don wrestler at 160, 170, excuse me. So Brayden
And we're off the mat out of bounds.
takedown and dropped the mat with 39 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 lead for Horan, Brayden Horan against Wyatt Devlin. Looking from the bottom. Trying to keep from getting here.
Corner pitch in was going outside the line. Scissors drive.
Devlin. So at 9-1. Just under a minute and a half left in the second period.
Whatever, I was just barely, because I just assumed that. If it's better. I didn't change those at all. I haven't changed those at all. No, that's supposed to be online. I kind of pushed these in, thinking that they were
Get off the mat.
I don't know.
Superior decision.
Yeah, 13-2. Still in the second period, though. It's 5 seconds left.
In the round, score is 13 for Spanish Fork and 2 to make a mountain. If the Spanish Fork wrestler can get a 15-point gap or greater, it will be a technical fall for Spanish Fork. So make a mountain needs to hustle this round.
Over Devlin right now. Technical foul. That's what he wants.
The Maple Mountain wrestler is fighting hard. That's a stalemate.
The stalemate stops the action temporarily at 1:01 left to go in the third. 15-2.
Oh, headlock. I don't think he can do it. No, it slipped. Headlocks are hard because that's a desperate move, and it usually doesn't work.
Horan on top in the white with red trim for Spanish Fort.
He's stalling.
Down to 33 seconds left. The referee wanted to get around there to see if there was a chance
get
to
an escape.
go for the back point. Unable to get that, and he's still at 15-2. He's working for 2 points to get that tech fall, but right now it's looking like he's not going to get it. It's 10 seconds left in the match.
Yeah, there's.
6 seconds left.
There he goes. Back points. Nope. He got 3.
And no back points.
And he didn't get it, so it's 15-2.
All wins the match. 15-2. And a well-fought match.
So he'll get 3 points for that.
182 pounds. Spanish Fort. And Corey Rokovich.
So now we're at 18-3.
We got Corey Rokovitz and Austin Such.
So we're going to adjust this. Our first period match that landed in a fall was from Cameron Killian at 145 over Tyson Oswald. And then the forfeit at 152 for Caleb Walker. At 160, it was Gavin McLean in a first period pin against Dylan Slepper. And then 15-2 win for Spanish Fort with Horan coming out on top of Devlin, and it's a 18-4 team score. So what's going on down here now? Because we just had a stop in the action.
It looks like Maple Mountain has received an injury, and he probably got. Usually, what happens in wrestling is somebody will come across your face and ends up with a bloody nose, and that looks like that's what the problem is. And they always stop the match when there's any type of bleeding at all.
And that was a quick one because there was 1:55 left in the first period, so just barely got started, and then the action was stopped. So the team score right now is Maple Mountain 18 and Spanish Fort 4. So we are at the 182-pound weight. Corey Rokovic is for Maple Mountain in the tan.
And
Austin Such for Spanish Fort in white.
Looks like Maple Mountain's being really aggressive, going after that. Oh, Spanish Fort went for the single leg, but Maple Mountain was able to fight that off.
Rokovic made that shot, but he didn't quite get the ankle. Getting into the bigger weight. Oh, there's the. He might have hit his head outside the mat. That did not look good.
That was a lateral drop, and Maple Mountain is ticked.
Yeah, he's a little upset, so we got to have to take a timeout and try to calm.
It's Spanish Fort
down.
Looks like Such is. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what's happened, but he did a lateral drop on Rokovitz and threw him to the match, and he actually, well,
we'll see how he comes out. But Rokovic was obviously really frustrated when he came up. He hit his head outside the mat to the hardwood,
and he hit his elbow really hard too.
And he's still a little upset.
And he just poked him in the eye.
So now this is the third stop in less than a minute here in this match. So it's going to be a
fight.
Fight to the finish.
Because he just poked him in the eye. Or he just got poked in the eye. I shouldn't say that he poked him in the eye. But they're ready to. This will be an interesting match, Steve.
Yeah, but it's obvious that right away they don't look to like each other too much, but that might just be the heat of the battle. But there has been 3 stops quickly, no score. There's the takedown by Spanish Fork, so that's...
But he's got it locked. He's got his fingers locked. And so he's going to get a penalty against him because he can't lock his hands.
And there it is.
Yep. There's one.
So it's 2-1.
So it's 1 for Maple Mountain for Rokovitz.
So Such gets the takedown and locked his fingers with both hands together, and that gave him a 1 point problem. There goes the escape for Rokovich, and we're at tied at 2 with 14 seconds left here in the first period. Now, these guys will probably meet each other at some tournaments later on, and
actually they're going to meet a number of times throughout the state, because they'll meet at region, and then they'll meet at state at least. And if there's any tournaments that the teams are going, they'll meet together.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Rokovich and Such end up the rivalry going right now. There's the escape by Rokovich, and he takes the lead 3-2.
Yeah, these I don't know the history between these two wrestlers, but there's some pretty strong feelings just in the way they're wrestling. They're not, yeah.
You know, you said that they, you commented on how they came out aggressively, and then that quick stop a couple of times, and he steps around as he gets the takedown, and that's Rokovich for 2, and it's 5-2.
Oh, he's got the cradle. He's got the cradle hooked up.
And now
he's got Rokovich hooked up a really nice cradle, but he was out of bounds, so he didn't get points, and he didn't.
false start, as they call that.
See, that's how you can tell they're being aggressive too, is if the number of cautions they get.
Rokovich on top.
Yeah, Rokovich just hooked up his legs and now he's just riding him.
Yeah, we're down to 1 minute left here in the second period, and
it's 5-2.
Corey Rokovich is up 5-2 over Austin Such.
That was a stalemate, because that when they hook in their legs, it's really hard not to become a stalemate. A lot of people, or a lot of wrestlers, will hook that up just for riding purposes. But there's usually, if they hook up their legs like that, there's no progression in the wrestling. So.
And they don't have riding time here in high school, so.
Not like they do in college.
In the college, if you get more than a minute, you get an extra point.
See, he's being really aggressive on the back of his neck.
Putting that arm right on the back of his neck, and he's just. That's Such on top, Rokovich on top. Not able to figure out a way to get Rokovich or Such to get him in a situation where he could get him to turn, and there's the stalemate called again.
Actually, I think Spanish Fork's coach is going to talk to him about unnecessary roughness, because I didn't think that was good. I mean, because I think he's talking to the ref about that, because that was a lot of aggression on the back of his neck, trying to get him to do something.
That's the Spanish Fork coach over there talking to the referee. Austin Such, the Spanish Fork wrestler, returns from a region placer and state qualifier from last year. And Maple Mountain is an emerging power here in the state of Utah. In the last 3 years, they've taken state twice and have beaten state runner-up twice.
Okay, Spanish Fork stood up trying to get away. He looks like almost got it.
Period ends. It's 6-2.
Spanish Fork will go down this round, third down. Score 6-2, 2 minutes left.
So Such is going down here to start the third period. Rakovich with a 6-2 lead. Such tries to... Oh, he got him on his back, and all of a sudden...
Nope, he's got him in the cradle.
That was quick.
Nope, he's got Spanish Fork in a cradle. He's going to pin him right here. That cradle is tight.
What a move right there for Maple Mountain wrestler Corey Rakovich, and Rakovich gets the pin, gets the fall. He just kind of sized him up, waited for his moment, took him down, and got the pin. A quick move right there. Just into the third period with the third period fall. That will give Maple Mountain a 24-4 lead in the team score.
Well, something happened because one of the wrestlers from the Spanish Fork sideline came up and said something to Rakovich as he was going off.
107 pounds, that's what the Spanish Fork will be jumping.
Okay, it looks like we've got Tibbles and Shepherd.
So we go to the 195-pound weight for Maple Mountain. Corbin Tibbles. And for Spanish Fork, Heber Shepherd.
Yeah, and Shepherd is a really strong name, wrestling name from Spanish Fork. When I was going to all of the high school wrestling, Shepherd was a strong, well-known wrestling name.
Tibbles is pushing him out of bounds. Shepherd backing up there, and they will both be neutral with 1:20 to go here in the first period. Not a lot of action so far early in this 195-pound weight.
Well, they keep trying to tie each other up, and it looked like Shepherd tried to do a single leg, but
just slipped off his leg. 2 or 3 shots there by Shepherd, but unable to grab that leg before Tibbles gets out of bounds. .145 left in the first period. Still no score. Shepherd,
single leg. Ooh.
Shepherd got his arm around his neck and then got the single leg, pushed him out, but that was called neutral. They'll go back to the center with no score, so it's still no score here with 37 seconds left.
It looks like Shepherd tried to do a fireman's carry, but his hand must have slipped up around his head. That's why it became, double leg.
That'll do it right there.
That was a double leg.
Shepherd got the double leg, and drove him down before they went off the mat, and it's a 2-1 lead for Shepherd.
Yeah.
Tibbles got the escape there. Is that what it was?
No, Tibbles got the 1 point because of the potentially dangerous
Oh.
hold. Now he's got an escape.
And Shepherd.
He just got an escape from Tibbles.
Tibbles is tied at 2 now. Coming down to the end of the first period, 6 seconds left. They're back to center mat. There's the shot, but it's too late.
Boy, that was a beautiful double leg. It looks like that's Shepherd's
his offensive move of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got a good shot there and could have gotten the the takedown, but he waited too long and time ran out.
Nope.
So we're into the second period, 2-2, and
Shepherd is better on his feet, so I think that's one of the reasons why he lets him up. But Heber Shepherd is a 2-time state placer and a 3-time state qualifier, and he's a returning state champ. And Corbin Tibble is a state qualifier, so they both have a lot of wrestling experience and have been able to move forward in the state tournament. So.
Well, like you said, Shepherd is the reigning region champion, and these two schools are definitely heated rivals. So right now it's a 3-2 lead for Tibbles, but they're going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, but there's a caution, which really surprises me. That was a caution against Spanish Fork for stalling because he letting him be pushed out of the mat.
So 1:08 left in the second period. 3-2 still is the score, with Tibbles of Maple Mountain on top of Heber Shepherd.
See, Spanish Fork is trying to do. He's trying to shoot and he's trying to make some offensive moves, but Maple Mountain is blocking those. But Shepherd is doing everything he can to get that takedown.
If you look at the legs, the thighs on Tibbles, they're big, and it's been a little bit of a problem for Shepherd trying to get that when they shoot. It's just hard to get around him. And
there he goes. He got the single leg. There he goes.
And
he
this
got
time,
it.
he jumps right on his back. I've seen him.
Well, that's because he's so.
Shepherd takes a 4-3 lead with that takedown.
Tibbles is really quick on the mat, and so Shepherd wanted to make sure that he was able to follow through with that single leg and was able to score on it.
Trying to hook up that half Nelson. And now Tibbles just about got out, but they went down as the buzzer sounded. So the end of 2, and it is Heber Shepherd 4 and Corbin Tibbles 3. Team score 24-4 in favor of Maple Mountain. So Maple Mountain trying to start off what they hope will be a state championship season here for them. It'll be their third if they can come up with that. So they are an emerging power here in the 3A ranks.
The Spanish Fork is known for the Little Kids program, which feeds the high schools. And so they've always been strong in their high school wrestling programs. There he goes. He's a fighter. Spanish Fork is.
Shepherd gets the escape. It takes a 5-3 lead with 1:46 to go. So Shepherd is up by 2 And now they go off the mat again. Very even match. It looks like Shepard's just a little bit more aggressive at this point.
He's trying really hard, and see, Tibbles is, he's really good at his defensive moves to keeping him away from his legs, because that Shepard's, it looks like from what I've seen,
there's
a single leg, brings him down.
Oh, nice move as he gets the single leg and then kicks out the other leg with his right foot.
Potentially dangerous. Yep.
And the referee stops it. Didn't want to have any sprained or broken ankles there. It's 7-4.
Well, the way he had his leg tied up, he got a beautiful single leg, and then he tied his leg up and was sitting on it, and it was, oh, there we go. So that's why he stopped it. That was a potentially dangerous of both knee and ankle. Oh.
48 seconds, a 7-5 lead for Shepard over Tibbles.
Okay, he's trying to tie up, and Tibbles he's doing his defensive moves, because Shepard is trying to, he's the aggressor. Shepard is the aggressor because if you've noticed, Tibbles hasn't made a shot. He's just been defensive. There's a single leg again. Yep.
And that'll probably do it with 10 seconds left. It's 9-5. Shepard with the lead with 3 seconds left in the match, and he is going to take this one for Spanish Fork.
And a very hard-fought match for both wrestlers.
So the Gladiators at 195, and it's Shepard with the 7-5 win.
We've got Chris Hare and Jay Silafa. I hope. Wow.
So 24-7 is the score with Maple Mountain on top of Spanish Fork. We are at 220, and Chris Hare for Maple Mountain, Jay Ilifa for Spanish Fork.
Steve, that looks like a T. I typed it wrong. So it's Solata, I guess. Solata for Spanish Fork. They go off the mat, and it's a 122 here in the first period. Sayolita is in white for the Dons. Chris Hare. There goes Salata.
Sayolita just about had that takedown, but they stopped it early, and they're back to the center of the mat and in the neutral position. 24-7 team score, and with the forfeits coming up in the lighter weights, this one might be out of reach.
Okay, he's got his
He had a singlet
Yeah, he's
tied
got
up
his
there.
singlet tied up. See, they're tying him up too because it looks like Jay Salata goes. He shoots for the legs too. And so Maple Mountain, Chris Hare is doing a really good job fighting that off.
The Spanish Sports Choice, they defer to the third round. Maple Mountain choose Vigil.
So we go to the second period, no score still. Here in the 220-pound weight class.
There he goes. Jay. Ooh. Chris caught him going in for his double leg. Nope. Okay.
They give him the 2-point takedown. What happened there is it looked like Spanish Fork got the shot, but he either went too deep or because Chris Hare was able to step back and go around him and end up getting the takedown instead of being taken down. So that was a nice move there by Chris Hare.
Well, Jay's hold slipped off his head too. So, ooh,
that was a nasty looking
thing on his knee.
His knee and leg was bent behind him, but fortunately didn't look like he was any worse for wear.
Ooh. Got him in it.
He's just about to get back points. Now he's got it. Oh, he didn't call it. He looked like he had him down.
No, it's got to hold him for the
There it is. There's a fall for Chris Hare of Maple Mountain at 220 as he gets a second period pin over Jay Salata.
Next up, John Miller, Spanish Fork, and
Jake Bessing.
So now we're going to the heavyweights at 285. And there could be a big discrepancy in weight at this class because it could go anywhere from 220 to 285. So Basinger for Maple Mountain and John
Lelua.
30-17 score. Maple Mountain on top.
One thing about Maple Mountain that I've noticed is the coaches have taught him how to be defensive, which is a good thing in that regard. And Spanish Fork's been taught to be very offensive in their moves, because you can definitely see the difference in the way they tie up. Okay, John's really.
25 seconds left in the round.
We're going down to 22 seconds.
Well, Jake's tying. Oh, there we go, double leg.
There's the double leg, and he hasn't quite got it all. I guess he did get that. I didn't think he gave it to him yet, but he got it.
Yep, he's going to hook up a cradle, or he's trying to hook up a cradle, but.
There's a slam down to the mat by
John
Lua. So Leilua with the lead, 2-0 going into the second period.
Waiting time.
The Maple Mountain wrestler Jake
Now's a good
Basinger
time. Concessions while you're
in
waiting.
check just a little bit there for
Get back.
maybe a little bit of blood coming from his nose, it looks like.
We're moving into the second round. It is Maple Mountain's choice.
So Maple Mountain will go ahead and be neutral here to start the second. Spanish Fork wrestler Leilua with a 2-0 advantage.
Leilua is definitely the aggressor. Where he's tying up his head and going for his legs. Or when he can go for the legs. Tying up his arms really strong, and then he pulls him in. There he goes.
There's another shot. Gets it around for a 2-point takedown, and all of a sudden, Leilua with a 4-0 lead with 1:07 left in the second period. And another set down on the mat. He didn't quite throw him as hard as he did the last time. But it looks like Basinger can't get away, and now he's on his...
Oh, he's fighting.
He's fighting, but he wasn't able to get out of that hold, and Leilua back on top. 4-0 lead, 41 seconds left, second period.
40 seconds, 35 on the mat, into the mat.
Quick escape there by Basinger with 30 seconds left, 4-1. Maybe they're waiting out the period here, 10 seconds to go, but there's the shot, but he didn't quite get it.
Leilua goes in for a double leg and it slips off. He's done that a number of times.
And like you said, that's the way the Spanish Fork wrestlers like to wrestle, is on top and going for that double leg takedown.
Team score, Maple Mountain 30, Spanish Fork 7.
Going into the third period, 4-1 lead for Spanish's wrestler John Leilua. Jake Basinger for Maple Mountain going on top with 1:52 to go.
Gonna get away right here. Right there.
Oh, they got off the mat.
No, he gave him 1 point. He's up.
That'll be
That was a 1 point escape because he
4-2.
turned in. Leilua turned and faced Basinger, and so he was able to get that 1 point.
Yeah, so it's a 5-1 lead by Leilua from Spanish Fork.
Basinger looks like he's going for a lateral drop. What they do is it looked like he was trying to tie up his arms and then doing a lateral drop.
Didn't quite get enough on that to get the throw.
And he slipped.
The battle of the heavyweights right here, and sort of reminds you of a couple of big bull elk. There's the
40 seconds left in the mat.
Trying to get an
throw.
ankle. See, there's a warning stalling on Spanish Fork. Now that surprises me. I don't think that was.
33 seconds to go with Leilua with a 5-1 lead.
There he goes. Tried to do a duck under, but it didn't work.
Oh, there's a turn, and that might not have been a good move for Basinger, but if he had a little bit more room on the mat, he may have made that work. It's 5-2 with 13 seconds to go, so a bit of desperation time here for Basinger. And the time runs out, and it'll be a 5-2 win for Leilua. So we're going back up to the top. Let's see what we got. A 30-10 score for the team. Now we go back to the lightweights, which is always a lot of fun.
Steve, I think
so 106, we might not have the right information because we've got Jaron Mayrup hitting the forefoot, the Spanish Fork not having a wrestler, but they've got one out there, so not quite sure what the wrestler's name is for Spanish Fork at 106.
I was going to say this might be the 120 match. We'll have to see what the announcer.
Yeah, because I thought I heard him say 106, but 30-10 is the team score.
Well, it is Jaron Mayrup, at least based on.
It's the takedown as he
got two.
Climbs around him. Now he's got him on his back quickly. Here's the first period. And he gave him two more, and it's a quick 4-0 lead.
And got two takedown, two near fall, and then one escape.
So it's 4-1. There's another shot by Mayrup. And he gets another takedown and right on his back. He gets the fall. What a quick piece of work there by Mayrup at 106 for Maple Mountain. Gets the fall in the first period, and that seems to be the way Maple Mountain prefers it.
Spanish Fork must have been able to fill their roster.
And there's the fall, or the forfeit, at 113 for Ben Peterson.
So we're at this is the 120 match with Tanner Cox and
Kiala Anderson for Spanish Fork. Tanner Cox for Maple Mountain. So Cox in the gray and maroon, Anderson in white. At 120, it's a 36-10. Actually, it should be 42-10 for the team score, but regardless, Maple Mountain running away with this with only a couple of matches left.
ooh, a nice double leg. That was out of bounds though. They were both out. how they do the out of bounds. Is it if? Oh, there we go. That was beautiful.
2 points for Maple
2
Mountain
and
1 for an escape for Spanish Forks Anderson. Cox with the 2-1 lead here in the first period, 1:07 to go. The thing about Tanner Cox is he's aggressive, he likes to move quickly, and Anderson so far has been able to stay out of his way just enough to keep from falling too far behind here. But there's the single leg, flips him over on his back, and the 2-point takedown by Cox.
Tanner Cox is a state champion, so he's a returning state champion.
And he's definitely got a lot of strength in the upper arm.
He's going to pin him.
He's got him down on it. He's got the 2 points plus the count.
Should be 3.
And that's 3, so 5. That's a quick
3 near
7.
fall.
It should be 7-1, but
It is.
I mean, it's 7-2 with the escape there, but
And then he just got 2 points more for takedown.
now there's another takedown
Ooh,
quickly.
out.
First period with 7 seconds left. It's 9-2. Tanner Cox with the lead over Keala Anderson.
Well, Cox is definitely, he likes those pin moves or the tie-up where he can get those near fall points.
So as you said, Carol, Tanner Cox for Maple Mountain comes in as the defending state champion, and there's no reason in this match to think that that's going to change, but long time to go in this season, just getting started.
He's got his single leg hooked up. He moved it to a double leg. There's the 2-point takedown.
So the escape and then another two for the takedown. It's 12-2 here in the second period. Cox continues to try to put pressure on, and Anderson, he's really pulling his neck down.
Oh, that's a fall.
He's getting him in some more back points.
That's a fall, or it will be a fall if he stays in it. That's a fall.
Oh, what a
there,
nice
right
move there, and there's the pin. Man, he just had an excellent move with his right arm going over Anderson's face, and that was a second period pin at 1:20 or 1:12 of the second period.
Well, it didn't look, or he had to adjust his arm, but boy, when he adjusted his arm, it was flat.
So we will go to the 126 weight, Alex Carson, and we're not sure who's going up here.
This is 132. I think. Maybe not.
They've got a forfeit down for Spanish Fork at 126. So this one may be Van Tassel and Olsen. Oh, man. Maple Mountain trying to get the turn. It's a 2-point lead with a takedown, but he's trying to get Spanish Fork on his back.
Oh, that's...
Two to nothing still in the first, and
this is Alex, so Spanish Fork did fill their roster for at least.
so Alec Carson at 126. Got him on his back. No count yet. 45 seconds to go in the first period. 42-10, the team score for Maple Mountain. There's a move, and he's got him turned.
He's got his head tied up.
That's his. Oh. See if he gives it to him, and he does. 2-point near fall, so it's 4-0. And he got him with double Nelson. 1 point for an illegal hold, and it's a 4-1 lead.
It looks
for
like
Carson over Spanish Fork. There's the caution with 10 seconds to go in the first. End of the first period.
Fighting hard. The end of the round. Score is 4-1 for Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork's choice, and they will be down.
So Spanish Fork going into the second period once down. With the strength of Carson, Alec Carson on top. That's a curious choice. Gets a little bit anxious, and a caution on Carson. Still trying to roll him over onto his back, pushing that neck down, and the Spanish Fork wrestler is able to avoid any problems. Still having a hard time getting out of that lock, though. He's got that Nelson.
he's got his.
Trying to pull him down, but unable to.
Spanish Fork is doing a really good job trying to work it through. He's got his head. If he comes around and drives it, he's going to get a reversal.
Yeah, Spanish Fork doing a nice job there. 59 seconds to go, and that's
the illegal
hold going the other way. So it's 5-1. Both wrestlers with an illegal hold. Locked hands around his, wasn't it?
No, he had an illegal hold around his head. He had an illegal headlock. And so they, Spanish Fork got it against. Oh, they got another. There's a single leg. Move to a double leg. Here he goes. It's gonna, if he comes around. Oh, he got caught. Ooh.
And we're back to neutral. Boy, that was.
Here he goes. He's got a. Oh, there he
nice
goes.
Throw, and that's the pin. Oh, what a move by Spanish Fork. Wow, that may have been the most exciting move of the night, Carol.
Yeah, it was. He got him caught around his shoulders and flipped him. That was great. That was a great move.
Second period pin, and that was a bit of a shocker.
We got 132. Van Tassel and Olsen.
So 132, Brandon Van Tassel for Maple Mountain.
Oh, he's got it. He just got a single or double leg.
Olsen for Spanish Fork with a 2-1 match quickly.
Okay, Van Tassel is. Oh, there he goes. That started out as a fireman's carry, and it really.
42-16 is our team score. And we are in
Single
the
leg.
132 weight class.
That was a beautiful single leg.
The takedown for Van Tassel, and he leads at 4-1.
That was a beautiful single leg. He's got a bar arm now. Got a bar arm if he can swing his hips. If he can swing Olsen's hip. No, got out.
Off the mat. So the interesting thing about these rosters we received was for the 120 match, Maple Mountain had Tanner Cox down. And then at 126, they had Alec Carson down as the wrestler. Well, at 126, they also have in the notes here that Taylor Lamont is a two-time state champion with several national titles. And I don't know if we were saying that was Alec Carson, but he got pinned in the second period, and so that would lead me to believe that was not Taylor Lamont. So a reversal by Spanish Forks Olsen, and it's 4-3 here in the first period as the period just about comes to an end. There it is. 4-3 is our score with Maple Mountain's Van Tassel 4, Olsen 3, and the choice was neutral.
There's the fireman's. Beautiful fireman's. Wow.
And the 2-point takedown for Van Tassel, and he's got back points, and he's got the pin. Wow! Another fast move at 1:46 of the second period. Another pin by Maple Mountain, and they're just taking it right to Spanish Fork right now.
We're gonna see him a lot more of Van Tassel because he's a ninth grader, and Van Tassel is also a wrestling name that I'm familiar with. The Van Tassels I'm familiar with came from Bernal.
As you said, that he is a freshman.
That's a beautiful single leg. Started out as a ankle pick.
And the final match of the night, Ryan Hansen at 138 for Maple Mountain and Mason College for Spanish Fork.
And Steve, it looks like Ryan Hansen is also a returning state champion.
So Mason College going up against the defending state champion at 138, Ryan Hansen.
Mason College is a two-time state placer and 3-time state qualifier, and second at the Skyhawk Tour. So he's had a lot of wrestling experience too. This is going to be a good match.
Counts on. It's a 2-0 lead. For Hansen.
He's got his head tied up now, so he's going to definitely get back points.
55 seconds first period.
He's too high on the right or on the one side. Now he's not. Ouch. He's got to sit out. He's got to sit out to bring that other shoulder down. So if he was to look up at the roof and walk or kind of scoot, he would be able to get that.
Well, he wasn't able to get it, but he does get the three points for the back points for the near fall to take a 5-0 lead with 13 seconds left in the first period here in the 138 weight class. Ryan Hansen, defending state champion, against Mason College. That'll do it for the first period. Goes into the second with a 5-0 lead for Hanson.
Spanish Fork first to the third round. Maple Mountain chooses down.
So Maple Mountain chooses to go down, starting the second period with a 5-0 lead.
Okay, Maple Mountain's going to get away right here. He's almost got his arms.
College trying to hang on, but
Nope. He's gonna come.
flipped around. That might be a reversal.
Not yet.
In a minute here.
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna
got
say,
his leg.
He's got his leg, but he's got to move around on the back. He's got to move around. So there he goes.
Yeah,
Got it.
Mason had a hold of his leg, but Hanson was able to get the reversal, and then College comes back with an escape, and they go out of bounds. 7-1 is the scores here in the second period with 1:23 to go.
Steve Ryan Hansen not only is a state champion, but he's only in 10th grade this year. And
So he won the state champion as a freshman.
That's impressive.
1 point.
Okay, that's a single
escape
leg.
and a single leg,
But he
trying to
didn't.
get
Nope, two.
he stretched it out too much.
It's going to let him up again.
11
take him
to 4.
A single leg. Tie up again, too.
Quickly, 13-3 is the lead for Hanson, and Hanson, sophomore, coming in as a defending state champion.
Let him go.
And that'll be a 13-4 lead with that escape.
He's almost got a technical foul. Oop.
There's
Oh, that was a lateral
straight
drop.
lateral drop because he picked him up, put him right down on the mat, right on his back. And he didn't get any back points, but it's a 15-4 lead now. And now he's going to he might get some points here with 5 seconds left.
He'll be done. It's a technical foul.
Gave him 3, and it's an 18-4 lead after 2.
Well, I can tell by the way Hanson wrestles. He's a freestyler because he picks him down and lets him up. And not only that, you can tell by the way he wrestles on his feet. Freestyle wrestling is such a benefit to high school wrestling. It teaches you it creates technicians on takedowns.
Got him trying to get him in turn right there on his back. He's going to get the points, if not the fall.
Right there.
And that's it. Third period pin, and that wraps it up for Maple Mountain. 53-16 is the final team score. And man, Maple Mountain is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in
This year.
this state, region and state. Last year, they've got the last couple of years, they've taken state, and they're trying to make it 3 in a row, and they're off to a great start. 53-16, and real quickly run through as a recap. At 106, Myron got a pin in the first period. We don't know who the Spanish Fork wrestler is. It said it was a forefoot, but it wasn't. And for 113, it was Ben Peterson who did get the win with the forefoot. At 120, Tanner Cox with a second period pin over Paula Anderson. At 126, Alec Carson got a second period pin over Spanish Fork. Another name that we didn't get when we got the roster. At 132, it was Braden Van Tassel with a second period pin over Jorgensen Olsen. At 138, Ryan Hansen with a third period pin over Mason College of Spanish Fork. Maple Mountain's 145-pound wrestler Cameron Killian with a first period pin over Spanish's Tyson Oswald. Caleb Walker at 152 got the win with the forefoot. And then at 160, Gavin McLean with first period pin over Dylan Slepper. 170, Horan of Spanish Fork with a 15-2 win over at Devlin of Maple Mountain. 182, it was a third period pin by Corey Rokovitz over Austin Stutch. At 195, Corbin, Heber Shepard of Spanish Fork with a 7-5 victory over Tibbles. And then at 220, it was a second period pin by Chris Hare over Jay Silata. And at 285, it was John Leilua of Spanish Fork with a 5-2 win over Jake Basinger. The final score here tonight, team score, Maple Mountain 53, Spanish Fork 16. This is Stephen Willis for Spanish Fork 17, along with Carol Willis. And we will see you later. Have a good night, and join us again as we have high school wrestling for 2014-15 season. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Magazine, Dickerson Automotive.
What's going on today?
Oh, they're just here for the free Wi-Fi. I've got Australia.
ASC certified master automotive technicians that smell like bacon. Well, because everybody loves bacon.
Boy, it sure smells.